Today we are going over how to make your very own custom headboard. It's easy, affordable, and there is no sewing. The total cost is under $50. You will need your material of choice to be the main design element, a foam mattress topper, a staple gun, staples, buttons, strings, and pegboards that are available at your local hardware. First thing we need to do is to tie the two pegboards together. I usually use knitting string, but any sort of strong string will work. Floss the string through the holes at multiple points. You do not need to do every hole, just 3 to 4 spots at the top and bottom. We're tying the two pegboards together to our desired length. It may vary depending on if you have a king or a queen. If you have a twin, you only need to use one pegboard and can skip this step. Foam is going to look like out of the package, and it's going to be providing the squishiness needed for our headboard. Now we have our pegboards all tied together, we will lay our foam on the floor, place the pegboard inside, and staple it to the board. Foam sometimes has two sides, so ensure the softer side is on the outside, so you will have a nice, smooth headboard. All 4 sides stapled to the board. When you start to fold the corners, you will notice how thick they are. You can cut off a portion of the foam as it's not needed. Put your entire body into the force of stapling as it helps push it down to the board. Once stapled, we will lay the material on the floor and staple it the same way we stapled the foam to the board. Make sure your material is the right side up to how you are going to staple it to visually present it on the board. Once you get the staples in, it's very hard to take them back out. Cut off any excess material, but save the fabric. You can use this later to fill in any spots. For this step, you're going to need to make sure you pull the fabric very tightly. You want the headboard material to be completely smooth. So every time you staple, pull the board and continue to check the other side to ensure there's no visual marks or wrinkles. So every time you want to staple and pull the material. Staple, pull, staple, pull. If you want to make the back of the board also look nice, you can cut off any excess material, tuck the material behind the foam, and staple it in just to make it neat at the end. For the board, you do want to leave some of the pegs open so that when you're going to hang the board on the wall, you can just put 2 nails and then place the nails through the peg holes. That's the easiest way to kind of hang it on the wall. Here we are just doing a final check just to make sure there aren't any marks in case we need to pull and staple again. Now that we have the material all on, you can stop here or you can go ahead and add some buttons. We're just trying all the different button variations for what we kind of wanted to do to the board, and we ended up deciding on 4 on both the left and right side going down. You want to measure out your button placement just to ensure that all the buttons are symmetrical, because that will be the most pleasing to the eye. Once you have your placement measured out, you just want to mark where the buttons are going to go, staple that spot, and I do apologize because we did forget to film this portion, but once you have the buttons stapled in, how you attach them is you just get clear hot glue the stapled section and squish the buttons in. If you don't have hot glue, you can also use crazy glue or any glue that's available to you at your home. And finally, after you've put your pegboards together, you stapled the foam to the pegboards, you've stapled the material to the foam pegboard, and you've attached your buttons. Now, finally, you have created your own custom DIY headboard, and to attach it to the wall, you just need 2 nails and place them into the boards. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. See ya!